So, I mean, at this point, we all understand no matter what Donald Trump does, no matter what the administration does, it's bad, it's evil, it's certainly racist or some shit, right? So the Democrats are going to come in and say, well, Donald Trump hates brown people. Well, I think Donald Trump and the rest of America, the normal part of the United States, we hate this poison, this fentanyl, and all this other crap. We got 100,000 or more, probably a lot more because, it's not all recorded. People dying from overdoses of this shit coming from China. Donald Trump says that's enough. President Trump says, no, we're not putting up with this shit anymore. It's enough. And I love this video because this is what happens when you are warned. Don't bring this shit anywhere near to this country. Don't bring this in to get little 12-year-old girls prostituting themselves out to get the drug. They get hooked. We all know what's happening, right? Here's a free sample, little girl. They get hooked on. You know what's going to happen after that. Where's a little 12-year-old girl going to get the money to pay for this shit? I think I don't have to explain it. Just look at P. Diddy. So, sorry, what did I say? All right, here's a news report. Today, the United States took a rather, you could say violent, you could say it's about fucking time effort to get this shit under control. Mr. Hemi Fourweed is in the building. Now, I'm not talking about weed. I'm talking about this fucking poison coming in from China through Venezuela and Mexico and other places where the Chinese have influence. I think we all know what's going on here, right? Let's see what happens.
We do have some breaking news that we wanted to share. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth is sharing this social media post just moments ago saying, quote, earlier this morning on President Trump.
The Secretary of War. Oh, I mean, fucking Trump. I don't know how he comes up with this shit. But he does. It's fantastic.
Orders, I directed a lethal kinetic strike on a narco-trafficking vessel affiliated with designated terrorist organizations in the U.S. Southcom area of responsibility.
Yep.
4 male narco-terrorists aboard the vessel were killed in the strike, and no U.S. forces were harmed in the operation. The strike was conducted in international waters just off the coast of Venezuela, while the vessel was transporting substantial amounts of narcotics headed to America to
Yeah, fentanyl is what they were doing. We all know that, right?
And our people.
It's not weed. It's not Cheech and Chong. It's not Mr. Hemi Fourweed. Let's smoke up. Have a good day. No. This is the shit that's getting in to our children. They're hooking the girls especially on this stuff. You guys know what's happening. This is fucking war. We can't have this stuff. And through Canada as well, Mr. Hemi Fourspeed says. Godfather Ramadi is here. Michelle Guevara. And Easter Sunday. You guys see this video yet? Oops.
Our intelligence, without a doubt, confirmed that this vessel was trafficking narcotics. The people on board were narco-terrorists, and they were operating on a known narco-trafficking transit route. These strikes will continue until the attacks on the American people are over.
I can almost hear what the left's going to say, though. Well, Trump's obviously a Nazi because he hates brown people. They're just trying to ply their trade. They're just trying to sell their wares. And the American people, they're all, okay, there's one thing about being hooked on heroin or nicotine or weed or whatever. I get it. These people are bringing in tons of fucking poison, fentanyl, that people who are hooked on drugs, heroin, whatever, they're injecting the shit into their bodies and they're dying. We can't have that. No more of this shit.
Part of his social media post included this as some video.
All right, there they go. They got a speedboat Clearly, they have some money to afford this kind of rig there, right? They're not po people with a rowboat coming out of Venezuela trying to sell bananas. We know what's going on, right?
Apparently, of what just happened. Now, this is courtesy.
Now, let's just put a salute out to the finest, best equipped, the most deadly military in this country, in this world, the United States military. I don't think a lot of these men and women want to go out and do this stuff. But by God, when we ask them to do that job, they do it. And they do it well. Why do you think no one's attacked us for 30 some years? Any ideas? Because we have the toughest motherfuckers that are not afraid to shoot back. Let's continue.
Of Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. This
Boom!
is the
Bingo!
video that he.
Oh my God! Well, I guess we got that boat under control, huh? Look at that again.
Now, this is courtesy of Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. This.
Boom! Well, I guess that tons of fentanyl ain't going to get to the United States, and those 4 drug traffickers, well, they met their maker today, didn't they?
This is the video that he shared from his post, and you can see what appears to be a vessel exploding in flames. You can also see the word unclassified at the top of this video. So we
now there's a reason. Obviously, there's a reason, right? Hegseth says, show this to the world. This is what's going to happen when you try to bring this fucking poison into the United States. There you go.
Apparently, of what just happened.
Bingo.
Now, this is courtesy of Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. This is the video that he shared from his post, and you can see what appears.
I mean, does anyone feel bad about this? No. Fuck no. These are the rules. If you don't play by the rules and you want to bring this shit in, you die. They're not dealing with Joe Biden. They're dealing with Donald motherfucking Trump.
To be a vessel exploding in flames. You can also see the word unclassified at the top of this video. So we did want to share this with you as Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, just sharing this update. This comes.
And that's it. Fuck you guys.
As President Trump has declared drug cartels be unlawful combatants. And he says that the U.S. is now in an armed conflict with them. That is according to a Trump administration memo. So this memo appears to represent this incredible assertion where President Trump is effectively declaring that trafficking of drugs into the U.S. amounts to armed conflict requiring the use of military force.
Yes, it's a war on our people. In the United States and in all countries around the world. This kind of shit, the fentanyl from China, and let's just say it, it's from China. We all know what they're trying to do. Donald Trump understands this. The president said, fuck that, take them out. And this is going to be the end of your day if you try to bring in this shit to this country when President Trump is the president. Can we look at it again? Oh no! There's a boom boom
memo. So this memo appears to represent this incredible assertion where President Trump is effectively declaring that trafficking of drugs into the U.S. amounts to armed conflict requiring the use of military force. The memo says, quote, the president determined that the United States is in a non-international armed conflict with these designated terrorist organizations. The memo going on to say that the United States has now reached a critical point where we must force in self-defense and defense of others against the ongoing attacks by these designated terrorist organizations. So we
absolutely. It's about time we start protecting our people, our country. It's about fucking time.
I did want to share that with you.
And not just our country, Mexico, other places. This shit is pouring in. It's fucking poison. It will kill you. And it's all being brought in by China. Now, why would they want to do that? Any ideas, guys? Is there any idea why the Communist Party of China would want to poison the American people or the Canadian people or the Mexican people. I think we know the reason.
As Secretary Hegseth is sharing this video along with a post on X saying that 4 male narco terrorists aboard this vessel that he shared in this video were killed in this strike. No U.S. forces were harmed in the operation.
Absolutely, 100%. It's about goddamn time.
Conducted in the international waters just off the coast of Venezuela, while the vessel was transporting substantial amounts of narcotic headed to America to poison our people. So we did.
And look at that boat just collapsing. Oh, the poor drug dealers. Oh, it's so sad. They're brown people. And Donald Trump's a Nazi. Fuck you. This is bullshit. We've had enough. We don't need this at all. And it's about time we had a guy with balls and a fucking backbone to take out these sons of bitches. We don't need this. Nobody needs this. Nobody needs fentanyl and poisoning 12-year-old girls to turn them into freaking prostitutes. Come on now. Mr. Hemi 4-speed. Mr. Hemi 4-weed. Fentanyl doesn't poison you when you... Exactly. But the people who are hooked on this stuff, they're getting this poison and they're dying in hundreds of thousands of cases. I got to watch it again. This is fantastic. Oh, here we go. Do you believe in Jesus? You're about to meet him.
Secretary Hegseth is sharing this video along with a post on X saying that 4 male narco terrorists aboard this vessel that he shared in this video were killed in this strike. No U.S. forces were harmed in the operation.
Oh, wow. The drug dealers were killed. How could I recover from this?
Conducted in the international waters just off the coast of Venezuela, while the vessel was transporting substantial amounts of narcotic headed to America to poison our people. So we did want to share that with you as Secretary Hegseth shared that to us just moments ago. Of course, any new updates, we, of course,
God, they just can't help but play. There it is again. Boom, bingo. Fantastic. It's about fucking time. All right, boys. God bless you. God bless Donald Trump, President of the United States. He's doing his best to get this shit under control. And God almighty, pray for him. It's about fucking time. See you guys later. Bye.